Hello everybody, and welcome back to... Whoa, what's going on? We have a new Salvador Aihara? Phase 7. Aihara is hospitalized due to mysterious electric shock, but he can't rest until the children are still. What was that?
Salvador Aihara's Online Jack!
Mr. Aihara. Mr. Aihara. Ah!
No. You know, you can't be so easily startled if you want to be a professional reporter.
If you think I want to be one, you're dead wrong.
That may be true, but didn't the school fire you?
Whose fault is that? You were released from the hospital, right, Mr. Aihara?
Yes, but things aren't right yet. The missing elementary school children haven't been found. They're still out there.
Osamu Kawaguchi and Toru Uike. The school may have fired me from my job, but those two are still students of mine.
Let's you and I save the children. Doll Syndrome and the hit game The World. We must shed some more light and discover the truth.
Aren't they not because you're fired? Okay. I'm gonna be quiet.
Assistant Professor Sugai! Come on, at least answer a few questions. Come on!
News media? Oh, Mr. Aihara!
Excuse me, step aside, please. Coming through.
What's going on? Professor, please! Open up!
Thanks to your program, the book's a bestseller and the cause of all this commotion.
I just hope you'll find it in your heart to split the royalties with me. Huh?
Professor Sugai, where are you going?
Isn't it obvious? To save the children, of course.
Right!
Alright. I have many questions. The village may fall. The International Space Association announced difficulties with the International Space Station village today. Malfunctions have been seen in the electronics of the balancing system as well as the engines. Recovery procedures are taking place right now. Chris Endeavor of the International Space Association says that compatibility of village's operation programs on both the Earth and on board are the main reasons for this. He is also not ruling out the possibility that programs downloaded into the village before launch may have an effect, leaving no clear reason. Village is in the second space station. It's the second space station built after Evolution. Although Evolution developed new medicine and new materials that couldn't be tested on Earth, Village was to build a base on the moon, explore Mars, and dock with satellites and space shuttles. The malfunctions occurred in functions that will operate when Village loses altitude due to Earth's atmosphere. If these cannot be repaired, researchers say that there's a possibility the village may crash into Earth. That's really scary. The International Space Association is determined to fix this problem, as well as looking to hastening the return of its onboard civilian passenger, Yoshino Hinoshita. Okay. Recall for new car navigation system. 3NS may have caused accidents. Have caused many accidents. Defective models, roughly 980,000 units are affected. Holy crap! Oh my goodness. Current reports show malfunctions in its GPS capabilities and navigation system. Examples include coordinate switching to Canada while driving through Tokyo, or being led back to the point of origin after going through random locations. There have been some cases of major accidents, such as the brakes operating while on auto drive. The developer South Marshall Incorporated announced the recall of its 3NS and warned users to minimize use as much as possible. Ooh, y'all gotta pay out a lot.
The latest generation of network automobile navigators, the 3NS, is suspected of being behind a rash of major highway accidents. The cause is thought to be a faulty network access system, affecting nearly 975,000 units in this country alone. The manufacturer, South Marshall, has launched an immediate recall of the 3NS and is requesting users to refrain from activating the units.
Ooh, y'all gotta pay out a lot. Ooh, I feel, ooh. Okay, Salvador Aihara held a press conference after being released from the hospital for falling into a coma during an interview. The press conference included Salvador Aihara's Online Jack producer Takeya Tsusui and president of New Enterprises Inc. Kensuke Aiba at the New Enterprises conference room. There were over 100 reporters at the press conference raising questions of the show's direction, causing the conference to become a heated exchange. The show itself is under criticism as well. The company that transmits Online Jack, Near Enter Incorporated, called the producers of the show and warned of its direction. TV stations have also aired criticism on news programs as well. The program uses too many special effects to attract viewers. It needs to be more serious if they were to cover a disease of sorts. I'm sick of Aihara, although I've supported him previously. The program is the only one claiming truth to its content, although the school and authorities deny it. Near Enter should terminate transmission. Will Aihara apologize? Such comments were raised when our reporters conducted a survey. Many people have negative views towards Online Jack and its main presenter, Salvador Aihara. Online Jack featured the debut of Michiru Tajima as a correspondent. She too is a target of criticism, as she is known for being a former teacher who had just lost her credentials. 1.3 million signatures have been collected as part of a movement by the parents of the victims of the elementary school's incident in Yuichi Sawaguchi of the Doll Solution Team to terminate the transmission of Online Jack. Can Salvador Aihara's return alleviate the current mess? We shall wait and see. New tournament rules to cause havoc. Okay. The arena. The Emperor. Okay. New changes are implemented for the Sage Palace tournament to alleviate criticism towards the arena in PK system. A director has been appointed to conduct all arena system issues. To all players, do not recall the arena system of old. Times have changed. We do not want arenas where we simply follow the rules and anticipate the same results. I've implemented elements of surprise, tension, excitement, and entertainment. This tournament will rewrite arena standards. I hope all of you enjoy this ultimate arena, as nothing has been held back, says the newly appointed director. As many players step away from online games due to problems such as viruses, can this be the cure to revive the glory? Only time will tell. Okay. What's the community forum got for us? Oh, right, it's a new game. Crimson Versus, where you are already the champion. Don't really need this. I don't plan on playing that one. News. The new car and navigation system just got into a huge accident. I feel bad for you, Goran. I hope you're okay. I had the car in auto drive on the freeway when suddenly the car changed directions 180 degrees and started driving into oncoming traffic. I made it about 20 kilometers with crazy movie stuntman driving skills, broke through the bar on an automatic toll booth, and finally ran into some roadside shrubbery. My dearest Ferrari. His face is completely ruined and her gorgeous skin, red as an apple, has a scar that makes me avert my eyes. According to my passenger, I was screaming "Ga crap IE" in a huge voice the whole time. I certainly don't have any recollection of that myself. A police investigation revealed that my online car navigation system was the cause of the accident. I'm currently seeing if I can get the manufacturer to pay for the repairs on our Ferrari. You absolutely should. That's 100% their fault. An accident? Are you okay? No injuries? Ferrari, you mean one of those super high class cars? What a shame. I hope you get them to pay for the damages. I'm fine, no injuries. I learned how well they're making airbags these days. Not that I wanted to. I just saw something shocking on the news. The car navigator I had is being called a defective model, and they're saying it's going to be recalled. If they started recalling it a little sooner, I might not have lost my dear Ferrari. Yeah, the Model 622 anniversary, and I just bought it last month. I can still count the number of times I actually got to drive it. I won't rest until I get them to pay for my damages. I just went and read the news. That's really too bad. You might get compensated, but I'm not sure you'll get enough to cover all your losses. The Ferrari 622 anniversary model was a premium model, right? I heard only 20 of those cars got released, and only in Japan 11 years ago. The market price for them is like 60 million. Holy. $1 million or two is understandable, but I've never heard of anyone getting compensated for 60. You sure can't just call this bad luck and leave it alone. 60 million, is that how much Ferraris go for? Man, Corin, I didn't know you were so loaded. Not 60 million, he can't. The manufacturer's completely at fault here, so I'm sure he'll get compensated. I also agree. 60 mil? I don't know how they're going to give that back. 100%, I don't know how that's going to happen. I'll be okay, right? It's really true that you go into a coma when you see black dots. I just saw them. They were in an area in the world. They suddenly bubbled up when I opened the treasure box. The item I got was creepy too, so I threw it away. Right now, nothing weird is happening to my PC or to myself, but that doesn't necessarily mean nothing's gonna happen. I'm really worried. Please help me. You saw the black dots too, Sagittarius. There have been a lot more reported than recently. I guess they really aren't, it's just a rumor. I think it's unlikely that the black dots themselves are a rumor, but comas probably are. That's probably just a rumor that's grown and mutated out of control. And Nanasia says there was a story up on the world forums about someone who fought the black dots and apparently gone into a coma. Therefore, I don't think you can say things like this guarantee the issue. Opart says now that there are more sightings of black dots, we can't just write them off as a bunch of gossip, but the coma stories are still a mystery. Just why are there so many rumors that you'll go comatose if you see or touch the black dots? I've only heard the rumor of black dots causing comas in the world in other online games. Rumors that you'll see the future or see into the afterlife are much more common. They're not something that would harm a witness or a person who touched it, as is the case in the world. Do you think there's something in all of that to help us solve the riddle? I suppose we could decide it's just a rumor, but I think it's because we have had incidents just like that in the world, causing people to reflect on the subject. Looking at the panic over the people going into coma 7 years ago and reports of comas from the fuss from the moon tree lately, I think the world has a lot of stories about comas for whatever reason. I think it's the history of this kind of personal damage and the ease of imagining more cases of it that has linked the black dots and comas together. Go to the chat says I saw that there are two. I think that post around it a little bit too real to call it just rumor, but then it seemed a little shy being believable too. If nothing's happened yet, then I think it'll be okay. Please report if something happens. So it was this one. Saw black spots about the moon tree knockdown. Masaki. I wasn't sure where to post this, but does this have something to do with the world? I'll do it here. I was out leveling with my friends. Let's call them A and B. Suddenly A shouted, "Ah!" I rotated the camera to see what it was, and in front of the bamboo blinds, you know, the kind you see at those shrines, there are black dots floating all over the place. B suddenly said, "Oh yeah, they say you go into a coma if those get you." A shiver went down my spine, and I'm sad to say, too scared to move. That's when A shouted, "Let's get out of here." While he shouted that, he took his sword out and went after the black dots. I ran out with B as fast as I could. This is getting too long, so I'll stop. Not more to come. We made it back to town, took a deep breath, and whispered to A, but it didn't reach him. We thought he may have logged out, so I checked his number address, but it looked like A was still logged in. We kept trying for 1 or 2 more hours, but our whispers to A just kept getting bounced back. Eventually, we gave up on it for the day. When I logged back in the next day, A was still there, but just like the day before, my wishes kept getting bounced back. B and our other guild members tried too, but we got the same result. And this situation continues even now. All of the guild members are worried that A might be in a coma. At this point, it would make more sense if he had been spirited away somehow. Has anyone else had a similar experience? Please post if you have any information. Lol, is this a troll? I mean, not that I care. You're in the wrong board for requesting info or talking about your experiences. Please move this to the rumors board. Also, I don't want to give this 30 more replies. Ha! Yamane Nagashi got crapped. Ooh, he's gonna get it later. Okay, that sounds horrible. I'm sorry, but I have never seen black spots myself, so I can't provide you with any information, but I pray A makes it back home safe. If you're looking for info, how about contacting Nuwata, or based on his posts, Oshino8sees. I think he's usually on top of all sorts of information. Sorry to put it this way, but just who do you think you are? What gives you the right to call Masaki's post trolling, or to tell him to go to the rumor board, or tell people not to reply? If this really is the wrong board, an admin will say something. You're not out to help anyone, you're just stroking your own ego. Get it. Preach! I think it's smart people to share their experiences here. People are going to complain if you try to be a board vigilante, so watch it. Already happened. Hey there, calm down. I know what you're trying to say, but there's no point in getting worked up. Too late. Here's a message for my wonderful, gracious guildmaster. Let's meet by the pier in the Harbor District in Makanu. So there you go. There really are a lot of black spot sightings lately, aren't there? I saw some pretty weird effects coming from a weird monster a while ago, which people say were black spots. What's up with the world? Reggie, thank you for giving me that message. The pier in Makanu, right? Please tell Nuwata that I'll be there for sure. Oh, Nuwata. Reggie's in Nuwata's guild. Okay. Anonymous. What does everyone think of the lockdown on the main moon tree area? I'm really bugged by it. Why do they have to shut down a place I like so much for something I don't even remember happening? Lol, they deserved it. Here's a fair assessment. Don't you think it's stupid to set aside such a hacked area just for those players that didn't know anything? This is why I can't stand Moochie. Heh? As a Moochie member, I cannot tolerate this. Please retract the statement. Man, quit acting like you're all pure and noble. Why should I take this from you? You guys hacked your own area. There's no point in talking to this other person. Let's not forget our ideals. Let us unify the remaining Moochie members and walk towards resuming our guild activities. Man, you better watch out when you're in town. I can pick you out. I can pick out you Moochie jerks just how bad you stink. Seeing how as I'm Haseo, if I see you trying to PK somebody in an area, I'm a clap you. So y'all better watch y'all mouth. Guaranteed. Search for the idol. Rainbow Ruriko. Today I drew Matsu and Hiragi from Moontree. They're both so cool, but my favorite is the Guildmaster Selkova. He's so young. I tried using some CG to touch up the picture this time. I don't see it. Sorry. Is that what you have to say about him? What do you mean too young? Really, Ruriko? These pictures are sort of surreal. Okino, wow, that really is CG. You can't really tell it was drawn by a computer, especially the hair and the skin. Oh. I guess it looked more hand-drawn, I guess? I don't know. Seaweed salad. I was admiring the beautiful oceans of the world recently and began thinking about swimsuit equipment with special graphics would make it really fun to go swimming in the ocean. I want to go play in those gorgeous seas. This picture came from all that daydreaming. I like the guy riding on the Sleipnir. That's adorable. Wait, do you have a carry in your hands? That's dangerous. That's super dangerous. Hello, going to the beach really is the best part of summer, isn't it? And you made surfing on the Leviathan. Oh, Leviathan, not Sleipnir, duh. And that carry beach ball. Okay, it's a beach ball. Okay. Whew. Swimming at the beach, huh? I haven't been to a real one in years. Wow, when I look at the picture, I really feel like just jumping into the ocean. T. Wow, you got the name just T? Huh. That's a great picture. It's really cute. You get the sense. You get a sense for the guild members' personalities just by looking at them. There seems to be a lot of requests for swimsuit costumes and swimming, so hopefully we'll make it in the game, but then PKers would wear swimsuits too. That picture is like a breath of fresh air. Really does make me want to take a trip to the beach. Espana says. That reminds me of this time I went swimming in the ocean and swallowed some salt water. Excuse me, I don't think my PC would do that. At least I think not. The world really is awfully realistic after all. Prune says, I love the beach. I sink like a rock though. It's a pretty picture. They're so cute I might just fall for them. If they do add swimsuits, I hope they also add the float in the carry beach ball. Kudara says it's in summer. Great. I love how blue the ocean is, but the carry beach ball is probably my personal favorite. Yeah, everybody could just beat the crap out of it together. No, wait. About a boy right in the Leviathan. Jin says, yeah, I love the ocean, and I know those guild members as well. I just thought of this now, but don't you think the Leviathan wouldn't really be able to swim at all? Kudara says, yeah, about that boy right in the Leviathan. I wanted to mention him first. HO1 says it's a fun picture, but surfing on the waves. Leviathan. Seaweed Salad says, thanks for all your replies. Doing a Rengeki on a carry ball would be fun. I was worried people might misunderstand Sweet Curry, so I drew this picture to restore his reputation. He's a really fun person. I like him. Truly a feast for the eyes. Please allow me to apply the suntan lotion. Oh. I now strongly demand a goodness gracious. The ocean's pretty, but those two girls are really cute. Tamu says, I always thought that Seaweed Salad's pictures had such lively characters in them ever since I first saw one, but I never really replied until now. So here's my first reply. A beach event would be great. I've always wanted to try swimming in those oceans. Also, the carry beach ball option is just too great. I actually like the ball. I thought she was actually holding a carry, but the beach ball does actually look pretty fun. I'm getting jealous just thinking about people going swimming in an ocean that beautiful. I haven't gone swimming lately because the salt water gets in my eyes. Goggles don't even work sometimes. I wouldn't have to worry about that in a game, but I guess it wouldn't help me. The real me beat the heat. Beat the heat, yeah! Alright. We have now concluded the super duper reading episode. Goodness gracious. Alright. Heh? Really? I have to move off of it? Okay. Anyway, that will conclude today's episode. We will read the mail and then get into the actual game in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and I will catch you guys next time. Or in the next episode because it releases today. I kind of forgot about that. All right. Ciao.